Okay, let's see if we can't wake a few up today. All right, first off, I am Archangel Azrael, and I would like to help those who will break free from this matrix. Understand where I come from is where I was born was only black and white. There was nothing else. And then later came red and yellow. Now, a lot of you is going to be like, but I need you to raise your perceptions up just a little higher. See, I'm an eagle, I'm an Aesir, I'm covered, I'm chosen, I'm an elect, I'm one of the first, I'm one of the last, a reaper, here to harvest, here to teach, here to help those who will. So, understand that your attention is the most valuable thing that you have. Outside of that, you have your time, your health, okay, and whatever you are giving your attention to out here, it is very capable, and it does create doors for energies, spirits to then align with you, and then in your loops inside of your brain as you continue out through the day, well, it can find ways in and it can hijack you without you even knowing about it. Just as simple as someone says something to you and, oh man, that was something that somebody used to pick on you in school about or something, and it triggers something in you, and then all of a sudden you become angry, and then that fire comes up through you, and then you all of a sudden you start feeling wrath, and then you act completely out of character. I don't know, was you possessed? Possession is going on all around you all the time, and it doesn't have to be as like, you know, as dynamite as that, you could say. It can be very, very, very subtle, and a lot of times some of the best deceptions and demonics, some of the more powerful ones are subtle, very, very subtle. Now, as I got into that and I started to align there, let's bring some perceptions up higher so that you can see above the storm, see storms coming, see the storm that you've been living in, because understand, when I say that I come from black and white, I come from a place where in the beginning we were aligned with the Most High. We were aligned with Creator. And the reason that we continue to live was and is still because of unconditional love. What is unconditional love? Unconditional love means I love you no matter what you do. So, and listen to that word as well, I want you guys to start paying attention to words. I want you guys to start paying attention to numbers. There's only 1 through 9, okay? Well, sorry, please excuse me for that. 0 through 9. Cannot forget 0. Do not ever forget 0. 0 is the most important one. There I was. But yes, numbers and words. Okay, there we go. Debt. demons, dive deep. Divide. Now understand, devil, yeah, when you get into certain sounds, they will reveal themselves. Okay, let's go with reflection, radiance, renewal, ride, rain, rings. Now you see how those sounds still speak true to the actual word, and then when you align your perceptions around actual discernment, actual understanding. See, because the only way that you can get understanding is by going in the dark. It's not all love and light. You must have balance. That's the reason that this solar system is quarantined, the reason that I'm here and back here every time, the reason that things are so hard here. Because it has been a non-stop array of spell work, witchcraft, demonic energies, and synthetics too. Not to mention synthetics. There's a lot of synthetics here. That's one of the biggest problems. Is that last time they fucked up the grids, and now those have to be fixed, and there's only a few of us that are capable, or even know, what not to do, kind of, or what to do this time, kind of. And then there's also the problem of just how the brainwashing has came to a point to where it's like there almost has to be divine intervention, which is, it's as far as the evolution of the planet. It's not supposed to be like that on the grand scale. The planet's supposed to evolve in a natural way, the way that it needs to. And what happens when it doesn't? Can anybody take a guess? Dinosaurs, floods, stuff like that. We're here, buddy. Okay? And people need to get their heads out of their asses and stop focusing on this material plane. Because understand that everything here, the spiritual world is not separate from the physical world. Everything here is just a trickling down of. It is a condensed, consistent form of what is going on in the higher realms. Just say, for instance, gold in the higher realms. Okay, gold in the higher realms is actually you could say it's like a living thing. Everything's living. Everything. There's nothing that's okay. And now there's going to be people out there that's like, well, rocks aren't alive, all this other stuff. Do you understand that everything in this reality is vibrating at a certain frequency, a certain vibration, and that's what makes it the thing that it is? Okay? You vibrate at a certain frequency. You are a condensed collection of energy, spirit, which makes in turn you now are a spirit in a human body. But how far do you want to go? Because I'll just tell you guys, I'm a human here, but my sphere reaches, I'm grateful, I'll say that. I'm very, very grateful. And then back to that, when you raise your perception high enough, you understand that love is the reason that your heart is beating. Fear is the reason that hearts stop. So when living in any type of fear vibration, now see, fear has a lot of different facades. Um, Stress, anxiety, worry, running from something, um, always in some type of sense of lack, some type of oh no, and see, like some people that even go to church on Sundays and stuff like that, all that type of stuff, and they're really good people and everything, they're still going to be deceived because their subconscious mind isn't programmed right because they didn't listen to nothing Jesus said. All they care about is believing in him and believing that he died. So they think that's going to be the, okay, I believe that, so we're good. Nope, sorry, bud. You need to really dig deep and form that connection with Source, Creator. And in forming that connection with Source Creator, you can get your perception high enough to understand that, just like I said, where I come from, black and white, that was the first. We were one with the light and we were one with the shadows. But we didn't have fear of the shadows because we were protected and we were loved unconditionally by Creator Source. Understand, being loved unconditionally, what does that mean? It means it doesn't matter what you do. So let's just want to really point that out there. And Creator loves all his children the same. You can have the same salvation I have, even though I've been in the field working from the start. You can have the same thing. Now, what does this consist of, really? Like, what are we really talking about when we're talking about salvation, escaping from this matrix, escaping from this fear of this, of actual death, of actual, because that's what it's a lie anyway. But I'm just saying, it is that lie that is perpetuated that brings the stagnation of the heart, or just anything, any type of ailment, any type of dis-ease, decay, that brings one into a stalemate, a stagnation. Now, in the world, in creation, stagnation doesn't really exist. Death is just transformation. Okay, you have these three energies that you you have. Start to pay attention to your current. Now, you don't have to do anything real spiritual to start to see this. Just look back on the past few weeks and start to pay attention to what kind of energies have I been in? What kind of energies have I let myself been in? What kind of stuff have I been telling myself? Okay? What kind do I pay attention to the moment, or am I always on autopilot thinking this, and this, or constantly going for this, and this because I'm scared that I'll miss out on something, or I'm worried that this needs to be taken care of, so I've got to keep my mind in the rat race. No. So see, when you stop all that, all those thoughts that keep on cycling back and forth, you take the sword to them. You take you pretty much come to an understanding, not wishful thinking, not I'm just going to believe this until it works, or fake it till you make it type stuff. No, you come into an understanding that because you are a child of Creator, that you are still alive because of unconditional love. And that love, if you will step into that to the point of See, absolute power is absolute vulnerability. If you step into that and understand that, then you will no longer be attracting lack or fear or worry, more stress. You will no longer be attracting those things. No, you will be in alignment with Source, and you will be acting out of a place of love. Acting out of a place of love where, okay, for one, you forgive yourself, you love yourself, you understand, okay, everybody messes up, like, and, like, I mean, for real, like, you have to be able to forgive yourself, and you have to be able to forgive other people, because you have to start to say, oh wait, maybe instead of all the time looking at what everybody else has done wrong, maybe I should look inside. What kind of stuff am I projecting? What kind of stuff am I letting out there? And in doing that, you'll start to see some of your currents. So you have a current, your energy as you've accumulated your mass, and your human body. And a lot of people that are here are human. They've always been human. They incarnated here on this planet, and they keep on going back through the wheel, and they're learning their thing, and they're growing, and that's the evolution of this planet. But it's become really fucked because people are unbalanced, and this human place down here, it's I wasn't going to come back here, but I came back because I'm one that